So today I want to give you a bit of an idea of what it would be like to live in Ashtown Castle in its earlier years as a medieval tower house. It might be more comfortable than you'd expect it to be. A very wealthy person lived here, and right behind me there's evidence of that. There's one of two fantastic fireplaces. Now I say this is evidence of someone being wealthy because there was a hearth tax and most people couldn't afford even to have one fireplace in their house. So the fact that there are two fireplaces in here is definitely an indication that the person who lived here was quite wealthy. You can see even from the outside that the windows in Ashtown Castle now have glass in them. However, this would not have been the case in the 17th century. At that stage, glass was still extremely expensive, so it's much more likely that these windows either had a wooden frame, like a shutter that could be put in front of them, or often they would use material dipped in tallow, dipped in animal fat, so it would make it kind of translucent, and they could hang that on the window so it would let light in but provide some draft exclusion, some protection against insects as well. The other thing I suppose just to mention is that it is very open plan here now, the whole space, but that wouldn't necessarily have been the case. Even though there were no internal walls, you did have things like screens, partitions, curtains that you could cordon off different parts of the room if you did want to use different parts of the room for different functions. What I will say is that the inhabitants of this castle had nothing compared to our current perception of privacy, in that all of the residents slept in one room and it wouldn't have been unusual for them all to sleep in the same bed. And in the next video, I would like to talk to you a little bit about how this household actually functioned.